Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Mateo, and you're watching Concrete Loop. Peace, y'all. I think one of my earliest memories was singing Whitney Houston's Greatest Love of All at some program in school. And yo, I was thinking, I thought I killed it too. I probably was like 4, and I was singing my butt out off. Like, you would have thought that I was singing like that Whitney Houston was right there and I was auditioning. Like, I was killing it. Probably doing stuff like that. You know, I grew up in a musical family, so we were always performing. I mean, I was forced to perform at every Thanksgiving or Christmas against my will. Like, I hated it, but you know what I'm saying? It was a part of life, because my grandfather was, you know, jazz blues guitarist. He played for, you know, like James Brown and Charles Brown. And then my grandmother, she's a touring singer, so like, I mean, she show up right now in a gown. Like, she will upstage me right now. I'll be like, Grandma, this is about me. And she'll upstage me. That's the type of person that she is. So it just was always around, so I just always remember doing it. I'm a straight up nerd. And it's cool. Like, you know, I can admit it. You know, I like politics. I'm a news guy. Like, I'm like, what did Romney say? What did Obama say? You know what I'm saying? I'm like that kind of dude. I'm a straight up nerd. If I don't know something, we having a conversation, I'm on my phone, Wikipedia, and the answer to it. I think that the EP is, we put this EP out because we were dropping the single, How Good Is Your Love, right? And we wanted to add some other music that kind of like gave you a taste of the type of music that will be on the album. So it's like an appetizer, you know what I mean? And hopefully the album will be coming out top of next year, so first quarter next year. It's a mixture of all the music that I love. You know, I come from a background where, of course, it's R&B, soul is the root of everything. But I love, like, I'm a big Coldplay fan, so you're gonna hear some like rock stuff in there. You might hear some electronic stuff in there. I'm an 80s baby, so you might hear some 80s type of sounding music, like, you know, like After Dark is like an 80s type kind of ballad. So we just kind of mixed it up, all the stuff that I kind of love. I always make this analogy, like MySpace was like the Titanic and it was just sinking, and I was the dude still playing the violin on the deck, you know what I'm saying? As it was going down. But it was a really good experience because, you know, it was great because I got to, of course, develop a relationship with like Concrete Loop and put out some really cool like mixtape and EP projects. So by the time it was about to be over, we were ready to leave and kind of move on to the next thing. And so luckily, while I was there, I got to meet Carrie Crucial brothers, who of course did all of the Alicia Keys albums, was there from the very, very beginning. So I was super excited that he was like, yo, I'm starting my first label, and I want you to be one of my first artists. So it was an easy transition. It was like, I went from one situation to another. And that's the thing about it, like, you know, I've been grinding for a while, and you all know me for a while, you know, what I've been doing. But we've always taken a step, you know, closer to the next level of things. And I felt like, you know, going to the Crucial Noise family was like the next step, the next level of it. Yo, the creative process is great. I mean, for one thing is, like, I used to record all of my music in like a 1-bedroom place spot, like a 1-bedroom apartment with no AC with a futon in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where, like, all those records from MySpace days, that's what we were recording out of. So to go from that to go to like these big studios are Crucial, and he just kind of stepped my game up in terms of like my standard of creating music. You know, he's like a gearhead, so like if I'm like, yo, like it'd be crazy if we got electric guitar from like some Led Zeppelin period, or you know what I mean, like some vintage piece. He's like, yo, we should get it. You know what I mean, like rent it. And that's something you don't really find with a lot of producers, because most producers, you know, definitely they just produce out of the box, out of the computer. Whereas now, you know, we're using like live instrument stuff mixed with computer stuff. It's just a different level of a standard of music. I've idolized her. I've crushed on Alicia Keys. So many things. So for her to be like, yo, that, you know, she liked that Empire State of Mind, that was really great. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Kendrick Lamar's album just kind of, it spoke to me. I feel like, I was like, yo, I need to start really talking about life stuff more. And I think that's what's changed now, is like, I mean, that's why we even did the Sing About Me joint, because I was sitting there thinking like, yo, I've been on this journey for a while. You know, I'm kind of sad right now. It's been a bumpy road, but all of this stuff is worth it if, you know, my story's told and if people are singing songs about me or if my legacy continues, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's every dream chaser out there, that's something that they want. You know, people ask me that in terms of like the music side of things. I'm always like, you know, it's something that, it could be something that I'm going through at the moment, you know, either relationship stuff or life stuff or being broke or being, not understanding how to make it, you know what I'm saying, getting tired of grinding. It could be that kind of stuff, or it could be stuff my friends and family going through. I mean, I think that as artists, I think that we interpret the world through music. You gotta be persistent about what you're doing and disciplined. Like, you gotta, you know, work hard at it every day. For some reason, especially for urban music, R&B music, you have to put out a lot of free music. For some reason, pop side, you don't have to do that, but you gotta do that for this side. So that means you gotta keep me being creative and putting stuff out there, putting stuff up on the internet. Especially if you don't live in New York or like LA, and you're not gonna just run into people on the street. You gotta put your stuff out there so you can build a base up. And you just gotta keep believing in what you're doing. You know, a lot's from Kanye West, actually. You know, he said, would you believe in what you believe in if you were the only one who believed it? And I think that that's, for an artist, that's like one of the main things you gotta hold with you, because you're gonna get 1,000 no's before you get that one yes. You know what I mean? A lot of people not gonna get it. They say they don't get it, or they're too scared to get it, but you still gotta believe that what you're doing is the right thing. We got the single, How Good Is Your Love, that just came out, so we're starting a radio campaign for that. We just, and of course we premiered the video on 106 & Park, so I'm excited about that. I was jumping up and down like crazy when I saw that. And we're gonna, you know, get on the road, start doing some promo stuff. I'm a Music Matters artist, so once they put that tour together, you know, I'll be on the road with that, and just keep grinding. We're gonna be in a city hopefully near somebody, whoever's watching.